is getting older, world is getting colder. Trying to get sober, Lord help me get stronger. World is on my shoulders.
How you doing today? This is a 12 of 12 podcast, a podcast about real life, recovery, growth and development, redemption, because that's what this is about. And if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, tap the subscribe button and share for more. Also, if you are suffering from any substance abuse disorder or severe mental illness or know anybody who happens to be suffering from that, please don't hesitate to reach out to our sponsor today, First Step Recovery. You can see the numbers up top. Call those numbers. Our outreach specialists, they will be happy to help you and lead you in the right direction to get the help for you or a loved one that you may need. We have a special guest today. Sha.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good.
Pleasure for you being on. Appreciate you. Where you from?
I'm from Columbus, Indiana.
Columbus, Indiana? How long you been in Louisville, Kentucky?
About a year and a half.
How you like it?
I like it.
Yeah, straight?
Yeah.
What brought you to Louisville, Kentucky?
Okay, so I went to rehab before I came here, and then I got with somebody, and he watched me relapse and just down spiral within a month. So he was like, look, I'll pay for you to come up here. So basically I came up here and followed a guy.
You followed a guy up here.
Yeah.
And y'all both used.
Yeah.
What was your drug of choice?
Meth, some heroin, fentanyl, spice.
And he was involved in the same thing?
He did meth mainly.
Yeah. And when y'all moved up here, he just, what happened? Y'all just decided to go separate ways?
We stayed at recovery now for a while, and then he decided he was just gonna relapse and then up and dip off. And I mean, I could have went with him and, done whatever, but I decided I really liked where I was at, and I liked being sober so far. So I just stayed and stuck it out.
Oh, nice, nice. How long have you been sober so far?
A year and a half.
Year and a half?
Yeah.
Congratulations. You're doing a great job, great job. What's the difference, do you think, mentally in how you look at life and how you do things now since you've been sober?
Well, I don't look at life anymore as, like, a burden, per se. Like, 'cause when I was getting high, like, I was like, I'm just a burden to everybody. Like, basically, I wasn't living. I was just there. Yeah.
You just felt like you was existing, that's it?
Yeah.
So, do you think when you were using you kind of were using because you felt hopeless?
Yeah, because before I started using, I lost a lot of people, and it really made me, like, hate myself and hate the world. Yeah.
So what age did you start using?
I smoked weed throughout my teenage years, on and off, and I drank with my cousin here and there, like when we would go out to concerts and stuff. But I didn't get into hard drugs till I was about 21.
So you were just dibbling and dabbling before then with the marijuana and the alcohol.
Yeah.
But what was it that made the shift for you to go further, to go harder?
Well, waking up every day sick.
Oh, you were sick?
No, I said that backwards.
Oh.
Just my family. When my family died, it just drove me to complete insanity.
Your whole family died?
I lost 3 people in a matter of 2 months.
Wow.
And I don't have a very big family.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So, I was close to all 3 of them. Yeah. So, my cousin got murdered. And then 2 days later, my grandmother died in my arms. And then a month and a half later, I lost my cousin Austin to an overdose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
It's all right.
That's what they say. They say, what's the saying? Tragedy strikes in threes.
Yeah.
Just comes back to back.
Yeah. And then not too long after Austin, we lost his daughter in a car wreck. So it really happened in like 4s.
Yeah, that's 4. That's back to back.
Yeah.
In a matter of months.
Yeah.
So that's the time that you made the shift to you just went to just using hard and what, saying just forget about life, or you just didn't care anymore?
I just didn't care anymore. I didn't, because I also suffer with mental problems. So doing what I was doing just wasn't giving me the satisfaction of anything. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just somebody put a bowl of meth in front of me, and I just was like, you guys wouldn't let me do anything that I couldn't control. Well, little do they know, I couldn't control it. So yeah, I just went from there to a big down spiral.
Jeez.
Yep.
Tell me, when was the time in your life when you was like, you know what? I know you lost hope with your family being lost and you just went on a downward path. When was that time that you was like, you know what? I'm gonna really give it up?
When I found out that my aunt had stage 4 lung cancer, I couldn't. That's when I decided to go to rehab. But what you're asking is like when I finally just said and gave it up.
Yeah.
I didn't like actually give it up, but the moment my niece was born, and they had brought her over to meet me for the first time, and as soon as they put that little girl in my arms, like I was like, I gotta do something. I want to be there for her for the rest of her life.
That's when you started trying different rehabs. How many rehabs have you been to?
Not a lot.
No?
No, I tried a inpatient, but I was there about a week, and then I cried I cried and told everybody I wanted to come home, so they let me come home. And then like I said, I found out my aunt had cancer, and that's when I was like, all right, this is it. And I checked myself into the Grace House. Stayed there for about a month. Came home, relapsed, and then I came to Louisville.
So you found out your aunt had cancer before or after your niece was born?
We found out she had cancer like roughly around the time that my niece was born.
Okay, so you just kind of got hit on, kind of felt like a blessing, and then all of a sudden you hear that news.
Yeah, and then my aunt died while I was in rehab, so I never really got to, say my goodbyes to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that really hit home. Like, that was like, it was hard.
You still feel it? You still feel the pain of that today?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm learning to deal with it. And I tell myself every day, she would have wanted me bettering myself than to be there watching her suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She knew at that time you was in there trying to get help. Mm-hmm. She knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the first person I went to when I told her I wanted to go get help.
What did she say when you told her?
She was happy. She was like, yeah, because she was also into drugs too. She was like, what we're doing is not, we can't do this for the rest of our lives. She was telling me, she was getting ready to go. She wanted me to be stable. Plus her daughter needs me too. Like, me and her daughter are very close.
So you have someone you still basically have to be like that mentor to, and have to lead still. You got your niece. You have anybody else besides your niece that's younger than you that you having to be more of an example to?
My new nephew.
Oh, yeah, new nephew.
Yes, I do want to be a good example for him. I want to show my little brother a better path. And even though this sounds weird, like my older brother really looks up to me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because since I got clean, he's been trying. Yeah. So that makes me happy.
Definitely just keep him in prayers.
Yeah.
God could change things. People you just always remember where you might have been in life, even if you suffer from depression, anxiety, whatever it is that you go through, and if you substance abuse or whatever mental issues you might be going through, just remember you don't give up hope. And then when you get the help you need, you always go and help someone else.
Yeah.
How did you end up at recovery?
So I was at recovery now first, and I was there for about a year and some odd months, and I just got very complacent and very stagnant with what I was doing. I was starting to fall back into old patterns and stuff, so I talked to my old peer support, and we decided something else would somewhere else would probably be better, It would help me out a lot more. And this place has helped me out a lot more.
Yeah. How did you hear about First Step? From your peer sport?
Yes.
Oh, at Recovery Now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, one thing I can say is that the community, and definitely in Kentucky, with the helping people with substance abuse and disorders and severe mental illness, they like to work together.
Yeah.
If they know that you're doing well and you really care about them, they'll bounce people off each other, because
Yes.
what might work for some people in this area might not work for everybody.
Yeah.
Some people might work better over here, some people might work better over there. They might
Yeah.
do better with the structure in this area or better in the structure in another area.
Yeah. And it worked for a while, but at some point you're gonna get complacent
Yeah.
if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. So a switch ain't always a bad thing. They had to tell me that.
Okay.
And so my peer sport went from being my peer sport to now she's my sponsor.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how has it been? How long have you been at First Step so far?
I think almost a month and a half, 2 months.
Oh, nice. How do you like it so far here at First Step Recovery?
I love it here. It's really it helps me. You guys help me out a lot.
Oh, that's nice to hear. How are the classes?
I love the classes. I mean, I like how the teachers do their best to try to give us one-on-one and really sit there and talk to us. And it's not always about, the class. Sometimes they want to dig deeper than that, whatever the topic is, and they will, like I said, dig deep and really get us to talk about it. Yeah, and that helps out a lot.
You feel like you learned a lot more about yourself inside of those classes?
Yes, definitely.
Tell me, what are some of your plans for the future?
Plans for the future, I definitely, I gotta go back home at some point and take care of some things, and then I'll definitely be back to Kentucky. And then I haven't really thought about the future because I'm just living in the day. So whatever the future has, the future has. I know I'm excited for it. Yeah.
It's always better being sober. It's always better being sober.
Yeah.
Doing drugs does nothing but make you worse. Does nothing but make you a person that you're not.
Yes.
You end up living in regret and things like that about decisions that you made while you might have been intoxicated, drunk, or whatever you might have been involved in. And once you get sober, you look back and be like, you know what? If I could just turn back the hands of time, which you can't. But a lot of people would have did things a whole lot differently.
Yeah. But I also say, I wouldn't change a thing because it made me who I am today.
Yeah.
I'm very, I'm not grateful that I became an addict, but at the same time, I'm grateful I became an addict because I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
So, being an addict, although it's a bad thing, it also teaches you things about yourself and the person that you can be and the person you don't want to become. So, I take being an addict as a very strong lesson in my mind.
It taught you a lot about another side of life that you didn't know, because how were things before you was an addict? How do you think you were just in a mental space before you ever used? Do you think it was better, or do you think it was worse after you used?
Well, see, I thought my life got better when I started using.
Yeah.
But, I grew up harming myself too, so that was my first addiction really. So it's kind of like I said, I have struggled with mental problems and stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't really decipher. All I know is life's good right now.
Yeah. So one day at a time.
Yeah.
Well, it's a blessing that you made it this far.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate your story. And the reason I always ask people what the future is we don't know what the future brings, but as long as you got plans, you got some type of direction of where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, once you actually build a foundation of becoming sober and start living life, you know, your body heals, then your mind has to heal itself from the damage you might have done to it. And then it's like, okay, what are some of the things you're trying to do now? You know, like you said, you're trying to you got some things you got to handle in Indiana. And then, you know, over time, you'll figure out what other plans you are, you know, whether it's a job, whether it's you know what I'm saying, get your own spot or whatever like that.
Yeah.
One thing I know that, especially being through the programs, is not meant for you to be in them forever. It's meant for you to get right, get help, and then move forward with your life so you could, you know, be able to be a productive part of society, and stand on your own 2 feet. So that's what places like First Step and the other places, at least I know here, but a lot other places too, you know, that should be the main goal that people do, you know. Don't remain here, but eventually go and have your family and be there, and then you'll be able to be that true example of who you're created to be, you know what I'm saying? And being able to actually help somebody because you fully helped yourself.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Is there anything else you would like to tell the people out there?
Don't give up.
Don't give
Just
up.
keep fighting. It's all worth it at the end of the day.
Yep. It's all worth it. It's always shine at the end of the tunnel. It's light. Just keep pushing forward. Put God first, let him guide your path. Love you all, and have a blessed day.